Hello everyone and welcome back to the Crypto Moses channel. This video is going to be fire. One, because we're still in beautiful freaking Dubai. But two, we're going to go over Shiba Inu and what is happening right now with the last pullback that we just got and what it could look like going forward from here. I'm a huge Shiba fan. I've always have been in the dark, right? I never made videos about it. I wasn't interested in putting it out there publicly, but the boys are right. I'm missing information that people need to see, and I've got a lot of important alpha that you guys could benefit from, especially when you're looking for meme tokens. Because I'm out here at these events meeting developers, meeting people every day that are in the token community, and it all started from Shiba. That's the mother of what we do here. That's how we're able to find 10, 100,000 X's, right? But let's get right into it today. Simple article. The pattern signals that Shiba Inu return to 0.00045 as Shiba slumped 48% since March, which it did. Which it did. If we pull up the chart, this was my drawing of it. If we look at where it started slumping in March, we are down about 48% right now. And where we did get to is about 60%. But you guys, that's meme token world. That's what we signed up for, being in this industry. And if you don't understand that, you literally should get out of the industry. Not to turn anybody away from it, but that is the truth. You have to stomach the volatility. And if you can't stomach the volatility, you technically cannot handle the crypto sphere. But look at that, technically 59% from the total high that we ran to last month in 43 days, and we're down 50% to where we are today. But let's look at the positive side. The full run up was 300%. From that consolidation period back here, we are still up 143%. So no matter what, you can hate as much as you want, it's still there. It still had a huge move up. And we can see we had these two drawings in the past. Clearly that one did not work, that probability, but this one did. And it did not even find support again. It immediately just crushed below it. Now don't forget, in the trading world, we know that what was support becomes resistance, and what was resistance becomes support. And here, that's what's happening. As you can actually see, it came down, broke through, hit back in here, became its support, tried to stay up here, boom, crashed through it, and now it became its resistance, became resistance again, broke through it, crashed down, resistance, and again we're hitting that resistance. That makes me fear that this will occur again. Right? I could literally just move it over. That's what it looks like. And what would our next stopping point be? It would be before that run up. So down to here, which wouldn't be great. But at the end of the day, if that does occur due to the bear sentiment market that's happening at the current time, thanks to the war and all the craziness in the world, it could. And you know what? In the crypto world, you have a strategy with that, right? We broke this triangle. What's the next pattern that we're going to be making? But let's see what these guys have, because it does make sense. So Shiba is currently down 48% from its yearly peak of 0.00004567. But a market analyst has identified the formation of a pattern signal an imminent return back up to 4-5. I'm so confused by this. We got four zeros, we got four zeros. So I don't know the viability. Oh, I see. I see. The idea here is that we're gonna get back. Okay, so that is worth it. No matter what, they're saying it's imminent, and I think that I actually agree. If it breaks this pattern, yeah, a little screwed. But if it breaks through this, if we have any sort of light catalyst that can shoot this bad boy up just a bit, we are literally looking at this type of probability, right? And hopefully we start fighting here, but if it just breaks through it, this could occur. And I don't know for sure. Total guess. Total freaking guess. And that guess kind of comes from focusing on these line patterns that the chart usually follows. This one's a little bit of a steeper up curve, or this one's more of a consolidated down curve. But it could occur. And if it were to hit back up to those numbers, ah, what are we looking at? My bad, boys. When we get back to those numbers, we are looking at that same high. So that's the goal. And if it passes that high and gets to this old support and resistance, we have the capability to literally have a whole blown meme run. Now, Shiba recorded 3 consecutive days of inter-trade losses from April 11th to 13th, which it did, but it wasn't just Shiba, it was the entire market as a whole. And that resulted in a massive 26.7% crash, which culminated in a drop below the pivotal 0.00002 support level. And that is what we saw here, right? They notated that same support level. So we now know that that support has become a resistance. Now, despite the rebound, Shiba still trades at its lowest level since March 4th, which is true because that's when it hit that last all-time high that we had been waiting for. And amid the current market conditions, TradeByte, a crypto market analyst, called attention to Shiba's low position compared to its recently attained yearly peak. So what we know from here, what their idea is it's currently forming a falling wedge, which it technically is, right? It totally is making a falling wedge. Let's break that bad boy down. Even if we did it like this, we have a full blown, yeah, we just need to break this. And if we do break this bad boy, we have the capability to get back to 0.000045. We should now moving closer to the apex of that wedge pattern. When they call for an apex, this is it. It's the center where the two lines meet to create the middle, right? Now, the idea here is when it hits that, these guys are expecting it to return to that peak. So they're expecting it's going to blow above that and even just defy this line that I had and just make it up to here, which would be awesome. So like, let's leave my crappy drawing, right? And let's see what they're basically saying. They're saying it's going to break through and then it's just going to have a run. Right, that would be my shitty drawing of what they're trying to say. Currently, right now, it is oversold, and we do know that. We see that from the RSI. Yep, right there. We see that from what it's got. Actually, yeah, oversold, right? So we know that it has the capability to get back, especially with some of these indicator things that are shooting. Oh, one more thing. If you do trade, please check the Margex link below. I love it. 100x. You can trade SHIB on leverage, and you can actually decide how much leverage you want to make available. And it's just margex.com. Go there. You can create an account with no KYC verification. It is so freaking nice and so helpful. And as you look through it, their system is very easy to use, but you can fully trade SHIB on this bad boy with leverage, right? And it is futures, so just be smart and cautious about that. All right, so now let's finish this bad boy and see if it makes sense. This is them drawing the chart, and they actually use the Fibonacci sequence. You can see that from here. It's a Fibonacci retracement sequence. These are the key points that the stock should touch based on math. Just write the numbers of the shells. I'll make a whole video on that bad boy. But basically, we hit back down to the 0.236, which does signify the capability to shoot back up, because that could be the end of the downtrend. Now, SHIB's technicals support an imminent push upwards, which is true, as it's a commodity channel index, has a current value of 140 and a CCI of negative 140.88. 5 indicates that Shiba is oversold, suggesting that it has enough room for a lot more further growth. She was also seeing massive whale accumulation, and we do see that. We see some of these big ass wallets on the back end getting fatter with Shiba, which could literally hold. So I think what they're thinking is that this is the new consolidation where we are right here, right? This to them is this, and what they saw here is imminent again, but they're just waiting to get it all the way back to here, which would only be 100% raised. But I believe if we surpass this, we will make it to that next support, which is 165% from now. And here's the thing, you guys, this last run up was done in 7 days. What other asset in the world that you're trading could do that, right? What other asset's going to be able to move 300, 400% in that fast of time? Nothing. And that's the point of crypto. That's why we're in this market. We're looking for 10x's. We're looking for 100x's. Do me a favor. Click that young subscribe. Click that like button if this video brought you value. And if you're a Shiba lover and you know we're going to get to all-time highs, definitely share this video. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on the next video. And as always, definitely trade using Margex because I freaking love this platform. I'll see you on the next one.